Jacob Eberhardt will move from St. Louis to Champaign with a goal of honoring the legacy of his father, Jason Eberhardt, who played D-line at Illinois in the late 90s. WCIA 3 Sports Director Glenn Kinley made the drive to Kirkwood, Missouri to learn more about the future Illini.
My mom needed the help now. It wasn't no choice, basically. Like, I had to do it for my mom.
In a way, football seemed so small when Jacob Eberhardt lost his brother in 2019 and his father in 2023.
And I was just wondering, like, where my life was going to go with football and just everything else.
In a way, it became that much bigger.
It was really my escape route because when I went out to the field, there'd be days I go out to the field alone and just work. My mama didn't really, she was still working. She had to still work. My brother was gone. I was the only man in the house. I had to cope with that, and football was my way of coping, and it's always been my way of coping. I'm going to keep pushing.
Tragedy can put the game in perspective, making a dropped pass or a blown coverage seem so tiny. But Eberhardt's care factor will always run through the roof.
I don't want to let my team down. I'm looking to come through because I know my team need me, and I know my dad will want me to come through.
His full heart into every rep, not out of a desire to break records or add an extra star to his name on recruiting sites.
He cares about his teammates. He cares about doing his part to help us be successful.
Any sort of football tough guy, too cool for tears mindset goes away quick when you go through what this young man has. That's why when the Illini coaches weren't afraid to be vulnerable, a real connection was made.
I'm not afraid to show that side, and they just connect like me, man. We connect like this, man, and that's what I'm looking for. The money can come later. I'm looking for somebody who can pour into me and make me a better human to go out there and face the real world problems.
If the name of that coach you heard from sounds familiar, it could be because he played 8 years in the NFL, racking up nearly 7,000 receiving yards. So his opinion holds some weight when I asked, does he have NFL potential?
Absolutely. He has potential to play on Sundays.
The 2026 commit has learned a lot from the NFL vet turned high school coach.
He was a big part of making me a man who I am today.
Despite the fact that their relationship got off to a rocky start.
We had problems my sophomore year. We got into a big argument at the Advil game. I feel like I got the play time I deserved.
You see, Macklin refused to just tell this talented youngster what he wanted to hear. Like those Illinois coaches, he was real, honest. A tough love, which forced Eberhardt to mature a whole lot.
Back up, guys, back up.
A lot of the really good ones, I think you see something in common. At a very young age, I think their purpose is always bigger than them. I think for him, he's had a lot of different things happen in his life where your purpose is going to be bigger than you, and I think he's embodied that.
Eberhardt says he picked Illinois not solely because his dad played there. It felt like the right fit for a number of reasons, but putting on that Illini jersey while holding the one his dad once wore brought emotions that words can hardly describe.
I told some people at my dad's funeral I was going to bring that jersey and I was going to take an official visit to Illinois and I was going to get that Illinois offer. So it just like relief came over. We did it, Dad. Like, I'm here where you are, and I am where my feet are, but I'm here where you are in the sky. And it's just like, I felt like him talking to me because it was just like, man, I'm blessed to be in this position. I wouldn't change anything.
For your Illini Nation in Kirkwood, Missouri, Glenn Kinley, WCIA 3 Sports.
Great stuff there from Glenn. Eberhardt has another brother who played football at Ball State. Jacob says he often told Cardinals head coach Mike New that he'd play for him someday, and that will be true after all. New joined the Illini staff as a senior offensive analyst this offseason.
To some, it may be just a regional semifinal, but to the Danville boys soccer team, last night's win against Centennial and PKs was significant in a number of ways. It boosted the Vikings to a record above 500 for the first time since 2016, and they're playing for a dear friend.
Shaw Black called game.
Feel great. It's one of the best feelings.
Goalkeeper Liam Rome, brilliant. Especially when you consider that
he is not our goalkeeper. He filled in today. Our goalkeeper is sick.
When did you find out you were going to be playing in net today? On the bus right here. I played goalkeeper a couple times when growing up, but when you get told you're going to play in the semifinal, it's a different experience, and I had to step up, and I sure did.
The guys celebrated with friends and family, then paused for a post-game prayer,
Amen.
Then broke the huddle the same way they have for the last month.
Grit on three! 1, 2, 3, grit!
Grittin' on 3 for Gary Gritton, the Danville athletic director, who passed away in September.
A lot of those kids had him as baseball coach. They've been with him for, almost their whole school age.
It was heartbreaking to hear of his passing, and just to know that we can do this and have a historic season to memorize him and to keep his name out there, and it's amazing.
So as the Vikes turn this program around, they do it for someone other than themselves.
He was at every one of our games basically supporting us when nobody didn't at our school. Heard the news, it was just bad. And we just made an honor to support him and everything because he supported us. And now he's gone, but we have to keep playing in his memory.
So yeah, I'm proud of him.
St. Joseph Ogden volleyball fell in a 3-set thriller last night against Unity in the regional quarterfinals, but one Spartan junior continues to inspire those around her on and off the court. Meet Hadley McDonald, a student athlete I think you'll quickly become a fan of.
She does a lot of things that, you would think you can't do.
To say that SJO's Hadley McDonald bumps, sets, and spikes just like your average varsity volleyball player probably wouldn't be accurate. No, she is much better than average.
She's always pushed herself to do the hardest things in the world.
That success only more impressive with this context.
So we found out before she was born that she was going to be missing her left hand.
Maybe you're thinking what I thought. Volleyball seems like one of the more difficult sports to sign up for with that difference in mind. But growing up in the gym with her mom's teams,
there was never a question of whether or not she could do it. It was her figuring out how she was going to do it to be successful.
Blaming it on my arm was never, ever an option when I was growing up.
mom turned coach received and implemented some really good advice.
We never set limitations for her and just always told her she could do everything, you know, in her own way, but just like anybody else.
The journey certainly hasn't come without challenges.
When I was younger, it definitely was hard to watch my teammates get like perfect passes or whatever.
So the way she serves might look a little different. Her passing might not be exactly the same, although it's no less effective.
She's a lot better than like anybody else with two hands could do.
But Hadley McDonald competes, smiles, supports, and celebrates just like all her teammates.
Nothing's ever been different, ever. Like, we've always just been two girls that love to hang out with each other.
It's a supportive and uplifting community that McDonald has benefited from, but a community that, without question, has benefited just as much from the lessons of a girl playing and excelling on the volleyball court with just one hand.
It's just so incredible to look up to somebody like that because she inspires me so much as a person and she inspires me to do so much.
She's just an amazing player, and like if she can do it, like she's great at it, like then it pushes us to work harder for us too.
Living out her dream, doing it with her family, and motivating those around her every bump, set, and spike of the way.
No matter your differences, you got to make sure that you're around people that truly care about you and truly support you, and that will help you go a long way. And also just to always be determined. Nothing will set you back if you put your mind to it.
Awesome stuff. And when not on the volleyball court, Hadley is a dancer. She helped the Spartans win the IDTA state title